programme this week, our reporter Rob Embling bagged some big air in Milton Keynes. The first US resorts open their doors, and find out how you can win tickets to the London Freeze exclusively on the Snowcast. Hello and welcome to our new look Snowcast. As you can see, we've got an amazing new set for the season ahead, but don't you worry, we'll still be bringing you the same great stories we always have.
And to kick things off, we've got a report from our very own Rob Embling, who's bringing us all the news from the build-up to the London Freeze next week.
So I'm here in Milton Keynes for the LG Airbag Tour in the run-up to the London Freeze. I'm going to give it a go and see how it is.
The airbag is just one of the features of the event, which comes to Battersea Power Station from the 23rd to the 26th of October. It's going to be the first time that the World Cup has been held on British soil and promises to offer everything from world-class skiing and snowboarding to live music.
The whole weekend's going to be pretty amazing. Obviously the highlight is the LG London Big Air, part of the FIS World Cup Tour event. Battersea Power Station, obviously, it's just iconic just looking at it. Like, it's just in the grounds of it, so like where the kicker's set up, it's going to be sort of just come down, Big Air, shooting from there. You'll just see people in the air with the jump, with the power station just right there. It's going to be incredible.
I wanted to find out how some of our top riders were feeling about the World Cup finally coming to the UK.
It just shows people how good some of the British people really are. I don't think people know what they do and how good they are, like on an international level. It's great.
It's the first World Cup they've had ever in England, so I mean it's going to bring some big names over from all over the world, so it should be a really good show.
Now it was my turn to try the airbag, and believe me, it looks a lot bigger in real life. It was actually really fun and means you can try out a whole host of new moves without having to worry too much about the landing.
Wow, so that finishes up a really awesome day here in Milton Keynes. Had so much fun hitting the airbag. I can't wait for the London Freeze. I know we're going to see loads of really good British talent at the FIS World Cup event.
Now, the annual race between two Colorado ski resorts to open first has ended in a draw. Every year, Arapahoe Basin and its rival Loveland race each other to be the first resort to open in the US. They fired up their snow cannons last week when temperatures dropped, and a big storm last weekend topped up the base by several more inches. A Basin announced that it would open on the 15th of October at 9 a.m, and then Loveland said they'd also open, but at 8:30. Eventually, the resort managers came to a gentleman's agreement and called it a tie.
Good news over in America then, but back here in the UK, we've got 20 pairs of tickets for the London Freeze event next week, exclusively for Snowcast viewers. Whether you're watching it on your computer, your mobile or your iPod, just email us at snowcast@skiclub.co.uk with your name and address, and the first 20 people will win a pair of tickets to Freeze on Thursday the 23rd of October. This is the industry day, when all the press get access to the event, so you'll be rubbing shoulders with TV crews, magazine reporters and all the pros.
And now for the snow. Well, it's good news in Austria. On Friday it's expected to get cloudy and bring snow. But if you're there at the moment, you can ski at Stubaiu and Hintertux, which both have an amazing 36 kilometres of pistes open.
Over in France, Tignes is the only resort that we report on still open, but the Grand Mort Glacier there is expecting a light dusting of snow on Friday.
Well, snow is also expected in Saas-Fee and Zermatt in Switzerland. The conditions are all right on piste, and in Zermatt all of the summer skiing lifts are open.
Over in Italy, it's autumn. Autumn riding continues at Val Senalis, which is expecting a dusting of snow on Thursday. Sardinia is planning to open for the season at the end of the month.
And down in New Zealand, well, Mount Olympus is closed for the season, but there is some good news ahead. It's expected to open again on the 24th of October for the weekend. And if you're at Mount Hutt, unfortunately high winds have closed the lifts on Thursday. The high winds are also on the North Island at the resorts of Taroa and Whakapapa. Whakapapa is open on Thursday, but it only has 2 lifts open and visibility is really poor on the mountain, so do take care.
Over in South America, Portillo in Chile is the only Chilean resort that we report on still open, but good riding conditions prevail there thanks to the deep snow base. Slightly different kettle of fish over in Argentina. Cerro Catedral is going to have its last weekend of skiing this weekend, but conditions there are good.
And on SkiTV this week, get a taste for the action at next week's London ride at the Metro Ski Show by having a look at last year's highlights.
720!
Well, that's all for this week. Don't forget to email in so you can get your hands on those free tickets to freeze.
We hope you've enjoyed the New Look Snowcast, and we'll be bringing you a very special programme from the Metro Ski Show next week. Hope to see you there.
Bye-bye.